Chosen ones, I know you've asked yourself countless times why it seems like you attract people who drain your energy, disrupt your peace, and create chaos in your life. And perhaps you've even blamed yourself, thinking there's something wrong with you. But the truth is, from the moment you awakened to your power, you became a magnet for those living in shadows, those who cannot bear the light you carry. Your soul is strong, and your presence is like a spotlight in a world full of darkness. They feel it, even if they don't fully understand what they're feeling. And that's why, time and time again, you find yourself caught in intense, dramatic, and often destructive relationships. Chosen one, understand this: you are a beacon of light in a world that desperately needs it, but you are also surrounded by forces that want to extinguish it. People are drawn to you like moths to a flame. These crazy relationships you attract are not an accident or bad luck. They are part of your spiritual training. It's as if the universe is testing you, pushing you to recognize these forces, set boundaries, and, above all, protect your own energy field. Every interaction, every person who tries to drain your light, is there to teach you to recognize your own worth and personal power. They come to you because, deep down, you have something they desperately want, but cannot generate on their own. But let me tell you something you need to hear right now. It is not your responsibility to heal, save, or carry the weight of these broken souls. They are drawn to your light because it illuminates their own shadows. However, that does not mean you have to sacrifice yourself to bring clarity to their world. You were not chosen to be anyone's martyr. You are here to shine, to grow spiritually, and to become even stronger. Those who try to manipulate you with promises of love, dramatic crises, and sweet lies only want to drain your energy to fill the void within themselves. This is why your relationships can feel like a vicious cycle. They don't want to love you, they want what you have. Now is the time for you to awaken even further to this truth. Your path is different. You've always known this, even before you had the courage to admit it to yourself. They don't understand you because they were not made to understand. You are not ordinary, and your mission here is not small. These turbulent relationships are tests you must overcome to finally reach the next level of your spiritual journey. Don't lower yourself, don't question yourself. Your energy is precious and should not be wasted on those who cannot truly appreciate it. You are not here to be a free source of light for those who dwell in darkness. You are here to shine for yourself and for the few who truly deserve to stand by your side. I know you've started to notice the pattern. In the beginning, they come as a gentle breeze, warm smiles, and sweet promises. Deep down, you feel that gut feeling, a whisper from your intuition telling you something is off, but the hope of finally finding a true connection makes you ignore the warning. After all, you are a chosen one. You feel called to help, heal, and uplift those around you. But the moment you open your heart, the game changes. What once seemed like a genuine exchange reveals itself as an energetic trap. You find yourself drained by endless emotional demands, manipulations, and eventually the pain of disappointment. It's as if the universe is constantly testing your ability to discern. The reason you attract these relationships, chosen one, is because your light brings out both the best and the worst in people. Your presence makes the truth rise to the surface, a truth many are afraid to face. For those stuck in dark patterns, being near you is like looking into a mirror that reflects all their weaknesses. They are drawn to you because, even unconsciously, they believe your energy can heal them. But what they truly want is not healing, it's temporary relief from the internal pain they refuse to face alone. When they realize you can't fill the void within them, the power games begin. They try to control you, blame you, and drain you. It's a destructive cycle that only ends when you finally choose to set yourself free. Here's the raw truth. You are chosen for this path because you have the ability to see beyond the masks, to feel what's hidden in people's hearts. And while this insight is powerful, it can also be a burden if you don't know how to protect your own energy. Being an awakened soul in a world of sleeping spirits means you must learn to protect yourself, to say no without guilt, to recognize the red flags, and most importantly, to honor your own sacred space. When you do this, the crazy relationships start to lose their grip on you. It's as if you become invisible to those who are only interested in consuming your light. But to get there, chosen one, you must understand that you are not here to be an emotional lifeline for those drowning in their own darkness. Your role is to be a lighthouse, guiding those who are truly ready to heal, not a lifeboat for those who refuse to swim on their own. As you become more aware of who you are and the power you carry, you will start to attract more authentic and aligned connections. The crazy, turbulent relationships only persist as long as you fail to recognize your true worth. Once you finally see that you deserve more, the universe responds by opening doors to relationships that nurture, elevate, and respect your light. This is the next level of your awakening, and you are closer than you think. The truth is, every person you attract into your life, no matter how chaotic or painful the relationship may be, is there to reflect something you need to see. I know it's hard to accept this, especially when you find yourself stuck in relationships that seem to drain your joy and peace. But, chosen one, there is a hidden purpose behind these encounters that exhaust you. They are mirrors the universe places before you to help you grow, to make you see the areas where you haven't yet learned to protect yourself, where you still need to heal your own internal wounds. It's a call for you to strengthen yourself, to recognize your true power, and to stop allowing others to use your light to illuminate their shadows. That's why every time one of these relationships enters your life, you are challenged to look inward. What exactly is being triggered within you? What wound is this person touching that hasn't yet healed? Many times, these crazy relationships reflect your own insecurities and your fear of being alone. Perhaps, deep down, you still believe you need to give too much, sacrifice too much, to be worthy of love. But that is an illusion, an old program that needs to be broken. The universe doesn't want you to lose yourself trying to save those who don't want to be saved. It wants you to learn to save yourself first. Chosen one, understand that these relationships don't have the power to destroy you unless you allow them to. They only hold the power you give them. When you consciously decide to end these cycles, you signal to the universe that you've learned the lesson and no longer need to be tested in this way. And when you make that decision, something magical happens. You begin to attract people who are aligned with your frequency, souls who recognize your worth, who want to walk beside you rather than drain your energy. You stop being a magnet for chaos and become a beacon that attracts the peace and harmony you so deserve. Now is the time to release the past and break these old patterns once and for all. You are no longer the same person you once were. You've been through enough trials to understand that your energy is a rare and precious gift. It's time to use it for yourself, to expand your own power, instead of letting it be drained by those who have nothing to offer in return. The next step is learning to discern who truly deserves to enter your sacred space. From this moment on, you'll be amazed at how much your life will change when you finally leave behind those who were never ready to walk by your side. It's time to protect your light, chosen ones, and allow only those who are truly in tune with your mission to share in your journey. Now, chosen one, you are beginning to see the truth that has always been in front of you. These chaotic relationships are nothing more than tests sent by the universe to see if you are truly ready to ascend to the next level of your spiritual journey. They are traps disguised as love, camouflaged as opportunities to heal others, when in reality, the only healing that matters is your own. I know that for so long, you believed it was your responsibility to bring light to those lost in their own darkness. But this is the moment to understand that your role is not to sacrifice yourself, but to protect and honor your own energy. Saying no to those who only bring confusion is not selfish, it's an act of profound self-love. When you begin to set firm boundaries, something powerful happens, the masks fall, and those who were only taking advantage of your kindness reveal their true intentions. They become uncomfortable because they can no longer manipulate your empathy. From the moment you choose to prioritize your peace, they will try to convince you that you're being insensitive or selfish. But trust me, this is just the desperation of those realizing they're losing control over you. You should not feel guilty for protecting what is rightfully yours. Your brilliance, your light, and your energy are not for sale. They are divine gifts, and only those who truly honor your presence deserve to share this journey with you. The greatest secret you need to understand now is that life will continue to send you these tests until you finally learn to close the door on what no longer aligns with your purpose. When you say no to what no longer serves you, you create space for what truly matters. And it is at that moment that miracles begin to happen. The right people, the connections that nourish your soul, will start to appear. not as chaotic storms, but as gentle breezes that bring peace and harmony. Your frequency will shift, and you will stop being a magnet for drama, becoming a beacon that attracts only those ready to walk in alignment with spiritual growth and true love. Chosen one, you have suffered enough trying to love those who weren't ready to receive what you had to offer. Now is the time for you to give that love, that dedication, that care to yourself, the same that you so generously offered to others. Now it's your turn. The universe is waiting for you to take this step, to choose yourself, to protect your light once and for all. And when you do, you will realize that all the turbulence you endured was simply preparation for the extraordinary life you are about to live. Chaos is the prelude to transformation, and you are about to become the most powerful version of yourself. This is your awakening. You need to understand that what makes you a magnet for these turbulent relationships is also the key to your true liberation. These encounters are not random or the result of bad luck. They were orchestrated so you could develop something essential, the power to transform pain into wisdom. Chosen one, you possess the rare ability to extract profound lessons from the most challenging experiences, transmuting toxicity into a path of self-discovery. All the chaos you've lived through, all the nights you felt drained and lost, were a spiritual initiation. You were tested in the fire to forge your inner strength, to see beyond illusions and recognize your true worth. You see, many people live their entire lives on the surface, avoiding anything that might challenge them to change. But not you. You are drawn to these relationships because you carry the strength of an old soul that does not fear confronting its own shadows. Every person who crossed your path, every intense and chaotic relationship that pulled you into the abyss, was there to awaken something dormant within you. To teach you not to settle for crumbs, not to accept less than you truly deserve. As painful as it was, each hurt was like a thorn pushing you deeper into yourself, urging you to discover the power that has always been within you, waiting to be claimed. Now, chosen one, it's time to use that wisdom. Everything you've learned from facing these difficult relationships is what will guide you from now on. You are no longer the person you used to be, you are someone who sees beyond appearances, who can sense the energy behind sweet words and empty promises. Use this knowledge as a compass to navigate a world that often tries to pull you away from your purpose. You now have the clarity to discern who is by your side to grow with you and who is merely seeking to feed off your light. The spiritual alchemy you've practiced has turned your scars into a shield of protection. From this moment forward, you have permission to be relentless in defending your energy. There is no longer space for relationships that bring chaos and destruction because you finally understand your own worth. You have been tested, you have been challenged, but you have never been defeated. And that strength, chosen one, is what will allow you to create authentic connections moving forward. Relationships that nourish your soul, strengthen your spirit, and celebrate your light instead of trying to dim it. The phase of chaotic relationships is over. Now begins a new era, an era where you don't just survive, but thrive. This is your ascension. The time has come for you to accept that chaotic relationships are no longer part of your story. For so long, you let yourself be carried by cycles of pain, believing that each new connection might be the exception. But now, you see the truth. These encounters were a series of tests meant to awaken you, to strengthen you, to help you see beyond the masks. The great lesson the universe wanted you to learn is that your worth does not depend on how many times you can save someone else, but on how many times you can choose to save yourself. This is the final test, the moment you decide to honor what you've learned and move forward, refusing to fall into the same traps. Chosen ones, you may feel resistance within yourself. Perhaps there's a voice whispering that you could give one more chance to that person who promises to change, who now claims to understand your worth. But, chosen one, pay attention. These promises are nothing more than a final attempt by the shadows to pull you back into chaos. They know they're losing their grip on you and will do anything to make you doubt your strength. Now, more than ever, you must trust your intuition. It has never lied to you, even when you chose to ignore it. The real test is standing firm in your decision not to compromise on anything that doesn't honor your peace. Because peace, now, is your highest priority. What you may not yet realize is that by closing these toxic cycles, you're making space for something greater. The universe can only deliver what is truly meant for you when you clear your energy field of what is false and destructive. Every no you say to a relationship that doesn't align with your soul is a yes to your own evolution. And that yes is powerful. It's a portal to a new phase of your journey, where you will begin to attract people who share your vision, your purpose, your vibration. Prepare to be amazed by the abundance that awaits you on the other side of this final test. Chosen one, you are no longer at the beginning of your journey. You have walked through the fire, been shaped by the storms, and now you are a transformed being. Let this new version of yourself guide your next steps. Chaotic relationships no longer have a place in your life because you have finally understood that your energy is sacred. No matter what happens, you now have the courage and wisdom to say enough. And by doing so, you are sealing your destiny as someone who has not only survived spiritual tests but mastered them. This is your rebirth. From this moment on, you are no longer just a chosen one, you are a master of your own path. Chosen ones, your divine intuition has brought you here. If you feel you are a chosen one and that your energy needs protection, join this channel. Comment 777 and subscribe to the channel to receive more videos. Now, let's enter the silence.